What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Classic. Today we're going to be running on Stalwart. He's our level 33 Paladin, and he's Protection spec and Guerrilla Defense geared. So we're playing on the Incendius PvP server. We're in a guild called the Stalwart Vanguard. And did you know that sharing an account with someone can compromise its security? Yeah, that's a thing. Compromising the security of your account is highly unrecommended. Not recommended. I had a buddy once who he quit WoW, and to quit WoW, to make sure that he wasn't ever going to play again, he deleted every character he had. He sold all his gear, he deleted his characters, and he unsubscribed from the game. He was quitting WoW. He called the Blizzard employees whenever he wanted to play WoW again. He said that he had divorced his wife, or him and his wife were fighting, and she deleted all his character and sold, or he said that she sold all his gear and deleted all of his characters. And he was talking to a customer support employee that reinstated all of his gear and all of his characters and restored his account. But he had said his account security was compromised, and that was how he got his characters back to play WoW again after he decided he didn't want to quit WoW anymore. It was pretty funny. Alright, so we got a Stalwart here. He's spec'd for the Gorilla. If you look at all the Gorilla gear, like I got these fortified gauntlets of the Gorilla, the fortified belt of the Gorilla, boots of the Gorilla, bracers of the Gorilla, cloak, well, shoulders of the Gorilla. Like, all this stuff is intellect and strength. My talents, as far as my talents are concerned, I went down the holy tree, which enhances strength by 10% and enhances intellect by 10%. Strength is really good for paladins. The reason why is that second line of text there increases the amount of damage that can be blocked with the shield. The more strength you get, the more you can block, the more damage your shield can block. So strength is really good, not only because of that, but also that first line, it says increases attack power of melee weapons. This allows us to maintain aggro and keep threat. If you look at our attack power based off of our strength, we have 165 attack rating. Well, that's not as important as power. We have 273 power currently just from our strength. Now, if I were to go to Crusader, that further increases our attack power by 147. We got rank 4 Seal of the Crusader. If I hit that, that goes up to 420. And Blessing of Might further increases our attack power even on top of that. We're not spec'd into Blessing of Might, but if we're running with somebody that is, we get the benefit of that even more. And then also if we're running with the Warrior, Battle Shout as well. So with my Seal of the Crusader, my Blessing of Might, and as much strength as I have, that puts me at 505 power, which increases the damage with melee weapons by 36.1. That helps with threat. Paladin tanks, they don't have as much of an issue with threat if you got enough strength or attack power like that. Also, Righteous Fury, on the other hand, on the holy side, increases the threat generated by holy attacks. Now, Seal of Righteousness is considered a holy attack because each melee attack is enhanced with 8 to 29 holy damage with rank 4 Seal of Righteousness. And we can judge, and unleashing this seal's energy, which is using the judgment spell, we can do 73 to 80 holy damage, and we're getting 60% of that damage converted into threat. Also, we have Consecration. The reason why we go Gorilla gear and enhancing it with Divine Intellect is so we can get point for point more intellect, which increases our mana pool. We currently got almost 1600 mana, that allows us to get off Consecration. So it's about 200 mana for Consecration. We got about 1600, so we can get like 8 Consecrations off. and before we run out of mana. So that's probably 2 or 3 pulls before we run out of mana. Well, it's probably 2 pulls, depending on your DPS. If you got good DPS, then that's probably 2 or 3 pulls. But even if you have low DPS in your party, that's at least 2 pulls before you have to stop and drink. And speaking of which, we're 2 levels from being able to actually get some better water. Now, I wanted to see if we could get some gorilla items that would be worth it as far as our weapons and shields are concerned, because right now we're using an axe. This is a I don't know what level axe. I think it was a quest reward, so I want to see if I can get a better one-handed weapon and also a better shield. Our shield here is also a quest reward. It was only slightly better than the Arctic Butler that we replaced it with. I went with the gold lion shield here because it had more block, and that's what we're all about with the paladin. Even aside from the gorilla gear, we have the intellect and strength enhanced from all of our gear to increase our block and also allow us to consecrate more. But on the other side, gear that's even better than that we would prefer is this defense gear. So everywhere we can't get a gorilla item, we get a defense item. So we got 4 defense to cloak, we got 9 defense to chest, we got 5 defense to legs, and our boots even had defense before we found these gorilla boots here. And then our rings are just whatever we can get. Like I went stamina and then the Seal of Rin, which has every stat. So this is our gorilla item here, and just stamina because I couldn't find another ring that was better than that. So of the items on the auction house here, we got a gorilla mace. That's a 2-handed mace. Let's go one-handed. There aren't any one-handed axes of the gorilla. There aren't any one-handed maces of the gorilla. And there aren't any one-handed swords of the gorilla. So next up we'll try defense. Defense. This is how I'm gearing. There aren't any one-handed axes of defense. There aren't any one-handed maces of defense. And there aren't any one-handed swords of defense. Okay, so let's see what we do have. Of the weapons that we can use, we'll check usable. Let's see, we got a one-handed sword that has a tiger, which is strength and agility. I think if we can't get gorilla and we can't get defense, we probably want something of stamina or even of strength. Even of strength would probably be good. Or a combination of the two would be of the bear. So we're looking for stamina, strength, or of the bear, which has both. Here's of the bear one-handed sword right here. This is 20.3 DPS. But they know what they have here. You can see that they're selling it for almost 2 gold. So they know that people are gearing of the bear if they're tanking. What else we have? So this is the highest DPS sword. This is the next rank down. And then you get into these types right here. Owl has intellect. Of the owl, that's a good idea. How's it going, Black Arrow TV? Welcome to the stream. Of the owl. Let's say of the owl. And we'll search all the weapons. Oh, there aren't any of the owl weapons. Dang. Let's just try owl. Yeah. No owl weapons apparently. Yeah, owl would be nice too. Having that intellect and stamina. Not bad. What's that? Not bad. Oh, the owl damage? Yeah, for sure. The owl would be nice. Here's a 33 Midnight Mace shadow damage enhanced. I don't think I would spend that much gold on something that didn't have ideal stats. This is a main-handed axe with stamina agility. This could be good, but again, I would prefer of the gorilla if I can. This has strength on it. I'd probably go for that, but they're selling weapons for kind of a crazy amount here, it seems. Yeah, nah, brah. I don't think I will. Yeah, I was thinking of the defense or of the gorilla, and only if it had that then I'd buy. But here's stamina spirit, more stamina. Yeah, nah, I don't think I will. I'm only gonna buy items that have of the gorilla or of the defense. Let's see what kind of necks are available. I think the necks are gonna be too expensive for us if I'm honest. How about of the whale? Of the whale is spirit stamina, right? That could be good. I know whenever I can feel the difference whenever I have my wisdom buff with my curiously tasty omelet, my stamina spirit. Spirit is noticeable for the mana regen. That actually does help pretty well. Let me see. Let's see. Whale. I prefer though, if I'm gonna spend money on something, especially if it's gonna be 3 gold, I'd very much prefer the gorilla. But that is an option. You are right. That's something I could do. I'm gonna chill though. I'm gonna try to stick to my guns with of the defense or of the whale type stuff. Or I'm sorry, defense or gorilla. Mana / HP regain. That's true. It does actually help your HP per 5 seconds. Alright, so as far as this is concerned, this is throwing me off not being able to hear that Ironforge background music. It's like, alright, so we got wolf, monkey, agility, owl, eagle, bear, kaleidoscope. Look at that kaleidoscope chain. 50 gold they want for the kaleidoscope chain. Oh, these I really like. These are the eluding items. Dodge and agility. Eluding. Elude Stalwart. Elude. We saw this drop in Gnomergan yesterday. Intellect, stamina, spirit. I rolled neat on that because I didn't have anything else. But again, like, maybe look of the owl, 70 gold. Jesus, they know people are trying to get their neck. They're trying to punish people trying to get their neck. I mean, we also benefit somewhat from agility with the crit strike and dodge, but nah, I'm not going to. All right, so those are necks. Let's check out the rings. Agility gives dodge. Yeah, you're right. Unless I have something that actually converts it though, like that gives an added benefit even on top of the melee crit strike and the dodge bonus that you get from agility, I'm not going to go out of my way for it. I'd much rather block with my shield and just get agility from defense, or get dodge from defense rather. So here's a strength ring, two strength rings here. Bear, here's a gorilla ring. Ooh, gorilla. We'd be replacing our ivory band of stamina if we went this. For 80 silver too. I think I will. I think I'd rather have gorilla than stamina. Judge me if you want, but I'm all about that gorilla life. Back, let's see what kind of cloaks we got. Anything of defense? Here's a defense cloak. Yes. More armor, more defense. I don't mind if I do. Yeah, that's 6 defense too. This person doesn't know what he has. I'm gonna get that. Yes, defense cloak for the win. What does it look like? That's the most important thing. It's a green cloak. Alright, let's see what kind of shields we have. Black Arrow TV said laugh out loud. Yeah, man. Here's of the boar, strength spirit. I'm only gonna double up on stuff that I can actually talent to improve. I mean, of the boar, this is tempting here. And the Mogs too. The Mogs ain't bad. Here's the Skull Lance shield. I ain't paying no 11 gold. But here's a 250. About 250. You got the shield from the last boss in Gnomergan last night? Oh, nice. This is the shield. I actually got that two-handed axe from the last boss, which was like, oh great, I got the last. Thermoplug's Central Core. That's not bad, man. That has 795 armor, 18 block, 3 spirit. When struck in combat, has a 5% chance of inflicting 35 to 65 nature damage to the attacker. Very nice. Yeah, that's really good, man. Yeah, you also had the two-handed axe. Right on. That's what's also cool about the gorilla gear is while you're running around out in the world, if you have strength enhanced and intellect enhanced, that also helps you DPS things, which is kind of useful for a tank while you're questing. But yeah, that's a really good shield. I wouldn't mind having that, because the added benefit of the thorns effect there, the 5% chance to do nature damage back, on top of the holy damage from retribution aura, on top of if you get an iron shield spike or a mithril shield spike, depending on how much you're balling, you can reflect even the block damage back to them. Need to save 10 gold to respec again and copy you. Oh god, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, look at this, there's a Hawkeye buckler here. This is pretty much a gorilla shield. I'm going for this here. 5 strength, 6 intellect, 5 strength, 6. Alright, let's see if there's any other one. 87 silver. See, this is also added benefit doing this, making it to where you get the gorilla stuff and you're prioritizing strength and intellect. People don't see that coming, and they're not selling stuff like at an obscene price if you're prioritizing gorilla gear. And same with defense somewhat. I think most people know like tanks are going defense, so you get charged appropriately, I think, for that. So right here, 123 armor, 7 intellect, and 8 strength. This is a gorilla belt. Also gorilla boots. This is more armor, more intellect, more strength. So we're gonna nickel and dime our way up with the gorilla gear. So let's see what we can get here. Helms, no helms. Shoulders, no shoulders. Chest, no chest. Waist, we do need a waist. So the one we have on is 101 armor, 4 intellect, 4 strength. This is 7 intellect, 8 strength, and 123 armor. Let's go with that one. And that's only 75 silver, not bad. Legs, I'm just looking to see what there is. I know my legs are better. We got 5 defense on our legs, so that's way better. And anywhere we can't get gorilla, we're gonna slap defense. And honestly, we should be prioritizing defense over gorilla. But I'm going gorilla gear because of the thug life. Thug life. Gloves of the gorilla. Yes, don't mind if I do. Ooh, look at these. 17 silver. Oh, those are level 14, that's why. Finger, trinket, back, held in offhand. So those are our gorilla items. Let's see what kind of defense items there are. Search. No defense items at all. Okay. So that's not bad. We got our gorilla gear. And I don't know if there's anything else we should be considering. I mean, we could peruse the consumables and see if we can get something like lesser stone shield potions. But I'm gonna wait for Pink Rose to make me this stuff. Pink Rose, or aka Rose Lock, is ooh, resistance potions. Just want to see what's available as far as consumables go. Roselock is our he's, I guess you could say he's the Stalwart Vanguard's alchemist, and he makes stuff like the armor potions that we get and the elixirs and stuff like that. I think he's still leveling it. He has to hit level 30 in order to get up to the higher stuff. Ooh, elixir of defense looks good. I just want to see what kind of consumables are floating out there in my level range, so I can make sure to bug him for that stuff whenever he can get up high enough to make it. Elixir of agility. Mighty Troll's Blood. Health per 5 seconds. This would be really good if we were a warrior. I think warriors, they have talents that they can spec into that helps their HP 5. And if you're stacking spirit on top of that, that may be what I do with my warrior. I mean, I may go down the route of even what would it be? It's of the whale, like you were saying a minute ago. Getting that stamina per 5 seconds. I'd be curious to know if it doesn't affect rage, right? Of the whale type stuff. See, we did all right. We got gloves here, just to keep the gear from getting all mixed up. I'll just equip it one by one. We got some boots here. We got a belt. Yeah, of the whale would be pretty interesting to try out. I know it doesn't affect rage. You started a level. You got a warrior that's level 35. Holy cow, man! Very nice. Mine's level 14. Other than that, I have my hunter. He's level 36. You got the whirlwind axe. I haven't. That's the warrior quest axe, right? I've never leveled a vanilla warrior, so I don't know the class quests and what goes into the work of getting those things. Ah, okay. Right on. What kind of shoulders are available? Because that's one thing I didn't notice. We have gorilla shoulders, so if there wasn't any other shoulders, I may not even bother. 33, enduring pauldron. See, this is what I'm concerned with. Because not only that, but our Hawkeye buckler here, and then enduring pauldrons, those aren't of the whale or of the gorilla, but they still have a stat distribution similar to the gorilla stuff. So this is 8 strength, 7 stamina. There's of the bear. This is our second choice. This is more stamina, less strength. Those are for a gold. These enduring pauldrons are for 95 silver. Tiger, bear, boar. Boar is spirit strength. Bear, monkey. Pillagers, stamina. Okay. Male combats. Okay. Thick scale pauldrons of the boar. Phalanx. I guess more importantly, what do these look like? Oh, look at get the wings right there. Oh shit. Get the wings looking things going. Look like a transformer. You had some friends to help you level 40 elite at the end. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, I always see people spam for that, and I never really understood what went into it. I think I'm gonna get these just because they look fly. Give me them fly shoulders. Yes, enduring pauldrons by the light of the moon. Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Yes, we're gonna get that. All right, so once we get this stuff, we'll go ahead and start heading out for our farm, for our daily farm. The daily farm. Look at that. Ooh, we like a real pally now. Not check the head? No, actually, I didn't check the head at all. Let me do that. Also, the neck. I need a neck as well. But I'm kind of hoping for drops. Like, it feels good to get an upgrade, you know? Alright, let's check the helm. Good idea, though. I am of level for the helms. Should be seeing some now. Ooh, bear. There's a bear helm. Look at him. He's looking like a pally. Enduring circlet. The enduring circlet. That's kind of a stamina. Okay. Male combat. Okay. Well, if I do buy anything, ooh, defense. 9 defense. Why didn't I check these earlier? I think I'm gonna go for that defense one. Yes. I mean, it looks doo-doo AF. Sunblaze quote. Yep. I think of the defense, phalanx of the defense, that's 8. This is 9. Yup. I think it's all about that defense life. I mean, it's level 29, but defense. Glad I was here now, ain't you? Hell yeah, man. I'm always glad you're here. The past couple days, I'm always glad anybody's here. Shit. Alright, here we go. Defense! Dun 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 dun.
Excellent.
Excellent! Look like you got a doo-doo turd on your head, buddy. Let's hide that. Duh. Because of the moggers. So we're not showing cloak and we're not showing helm. Let's see what the cloak looks like. Not bad. Not great. I don't like the green and the red. I think we'll hide the cloak. We'll hide the cloak and the helm. Ah, yeah. How's the affiliate going? We're still waiting on our 3. We have to have 3 concurrent or simultaneous viewers each stream for 30 days. And I don't know for how long they gotta watch, but I think as long as I have 3 viewers each day, even I don't know if they have to be all on at the same time. I might need to look into that actually, because as I think about it, it's like, well, what do they consider 3 concurrent viewers or 3 simultaneous viewers? Like, is that all at the same time, or is that like, you know what I mean? Is that throughout the stream? And maybe I get 1 viewer for the first hour, another viewer for the second hour, and another viewer for the third. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. You can help me. You have a few accounts. Alright, well, that would be nice. Right on. I don't know if they have anything to monitor that, like, maybe they have to be concurrent or simultaneous viewers that are active in chat or something. Like, I honestly don't know. But last I checked, it was 1.34 or 1.39 viewers that they were giving me credit for. And I guess the 3.9 is just the viewers that come and go. The different accounts have different emails. Okay. I mean, if you don't mind, hell yeah. I actually thought about just setting up a, like, the Android with one version of the stream, and then having like the Kindle also watching the stream, and just getting 2 viewers just myself. But I was kind of hoping for living breathing souls, so maybe we'll get some living breathing souls as viewers as well. Alright, look, so we got the Paladin quest mace here, Varigan's Fist, and then we got Thermoplug's left arm. I think Thermoplugs is actually pretty quick. I'd probably go seal the Crusader on that. We'll vendor Varigan's Fist. Goodbye, trusty mace. You've been good to me. And as far as our inventory is concerned here, Pink Rose loaded us up with some consumables. I'm going to have to get some of these off in the bank, I think. I'm going to hold on to this. And when we want to go ret, we'll just slap on both of those. So I'll make a macro that switches that out. This macro has been really good to me because in combat, like, you can switch sword and shields.
Watch your back.
With two-handers and stuff. Like, combat doesn't matter, or doesn't care if you're swapping weapons. Vice versa, like, the game doesn't care if you're swapping weapons in combat. Bank. Okay. And then also, we have our run speed macro. We need to get that sorted. So I've got equipped Knight's Boots of the Gorilla with equipped thin cloth shoes. That makes it to where we have our Knight's Boots of the Gorilla swapped out with our thin cloth shoes. This is our minor run speed increase. That gives us 108 movement speed. And then we switch back and we lose the movement speed, but we gain our armor and intellect and strength. Alright, so I don't think I need this many potions all at once. Let's carry 10. And then I'm going to put these armor kits in the bank for now. I'm going to use these 3 and a couple of them. As I get upgrades, I'll put these kits back on. But for now, let's deposit this. Actually, let me just send this stuff off to Stalwart. Or Stockade. Stockade is our bank tune, so he's sitting by the auction house waiting to sell stuff. I'll try to sell the Curiously Tasty Omelet. I don't know how well that's going to sell. Rumsy Rum Light. This is pretty good. Ugh. Ugh. Why are we carrying some of this stuff? Look, this is how much stuff we could just get rid of from the bank. Then we got Jordan's weapons notes. I don't think we need that anymore, but that should be okay for now. Armor kits we need for the time being. Let's do the armor kits now so we can put these back. Alright, so legs. Gloves. And boots. So now we have armor value of the items worn on the chest, legs, hands, or feet. So chest, legs, hands, feet. Good.
You got my attention.
These 10 armor kits can go back in the bank. We got some scrolls here. We'll put these up here so we don't forget to use them. Ah! We just gave it to the bank too. Fuck. We just gave it to the banker. Grime encrusted objects will vendor trash. Lean wolf flank we can cook. I'm just gonna deposit these in the bank. Black Arrow said laugh out loud. Yeah. It was an accident. I was trying to, damn it. This is a fat finger click. Okay. That should be okay. I think the rest of this we can send off to Stockade. Trying to make sure I got everything taken care of so whenever I get out on my farm I don't have all this junk cluttering my inventory. I don't know yet what I'm gonna farm today. I don't know, maybe the turtles? Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good. Depending on the level of the turtles, that could be good for us. Stockade. Egg. Feathers. Shoulders. A lot of people like to put their shoulders on, and those are some gray shoulders, but still shoulders nonetheless when you're that low level you want to slap on. Mana potions, I think I'll vendor trash those. Is there anything else? Silk cloth, leather. I think that's it. Okay. And then to Pink Rose. This is our leather worker, the guild's leather worker here. We'll send that heavy leather. And I think we'll put this up here. The Rumsey Rum Light. This is 5 stamina. We got these from fishing on Elude. He had dark ones and light ones. I think the rest is either vendor trash or a quest item, it looks like, yeah. Where's the baker lady? Here she is.
Well met.
This chick is always on the move.
Great to meet you.
Vendor, vendor, vendor. Even the grime encrusted objects we can get rid of because we've already done the first version of that quest. I think this here is trash. I may regret that, but I've just vendored that one. I don't want this workshop key in my bags. I'll put that in the bank until I go back to Nomer again, if I ever go back to Nomer again. I usually don't like to go to Nomer again. Ah, see what I did there? Nomer again. Okay, I think the rest of this is all good. Tinder, I need to vendor trash this tinder. Go gadget running shoes.
Welcome.
Lol, you did it 4 times yesterday? Holy shit, dude. That's probably why you have such high level tunes. Your warrior and your pally. You did the Noma? Yeah, man. No, thank you. I mean, actually, I wouldn't mind running it again. I mean, there are items that I could still use from there, like that shield you were talking about. That would be really nice. It feels more reliable to just go out and grind and not have to stress or worry about people jacking around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. That should be enough water. Yes, yes. And we'll get one more. Half a level per run. Not bad. I'd be interested to know the XP per hour. Which, if it's half a level per run, let's say one run takes like, what, 20 minutes? 30 minutes? I don't know. There's math there. We could do math and probably figure that out though. I think we're all set. It's just a matter of running around and turning in these quests now. I'll go to Tinkertown and hit up the tram, I believe. Actually, before we get much further, we gotta get the Keranos turn in. Noggin. Let's go get Noggin. We'll hearth back, and then we'll run to Stormwind. Actually, maybe we should save our hearth. We're gonna be doing some running here, it looks like. This is why we got the running shoes. About 30 minutes if you do all the bosses. Okay. So 30 minutes and half a level. That stream elements is a little spammy. I may have to tweak the settings there. If one whole level is 58,600 and you get half a level each run. Let's see. 58,600 divided by 2. You're getting 29,300 XP each run, and you said it's you said half an hour? Yeah, that stream elements is super spammy. What the hell? Get out of here, stream elements. I gotta actually go over to the Twitch chat here. Half a level per run, 30 minutes if you do all the bosses. Oh, well, if that's the case, then yeah. It'd just be times 2, which is the same amount, 58,600. So you're making 58,600 XP per hour there. Which, if I'm on my grind, if I'm out there running, like the last time I ran for an hour, I was getting 24,000 XP per hour. That was just for an hour. I made 24,000, so you made double that. But this parse here was actually from Nomergan, so I tracked. It wasn't the entire dungeon, but when I started tracking, it took us an hour. Like after we had already started the dungeon to run Nomergan. I didn't know where I was going, and I don't know if the party, like Pink Rose, was pointing us in the right direction. But I think if we ran it multiple times, like you did, we could probably tune that a little bit to get it down further. Of course, I am 33, so maybe I wasn't getting as much of a benefit from Nomergan. I'm not sure.
Hey.
But we had some pretty decent DPS in there. We had Gearslock doing 60 DPS. I was doing 57. The mage and the other warlock,
Daylight's burning.
the mage and Pink Rose were doing 44 and 29. And this is overall, this is their average. So I guess maybe if we had like a bunch of nuke DPS with us, we'd probably do pretty well in there. We turned that in, and we got a heavy leaden collection file. The only cure is more green glow. What is this about? Travel to Nomergan. This is telling us to go back to Nomergan. The only cure is more green glow. It's also key knowing the way. You had a map on the screen. Ah, okay. Yeah, you got that. the only cure is more. That's more cowbell. They made a cowbell reference. I got the Nomergan map. I just can't read this map. I don't know what it is. It's not proper. I guess you could. Well, do you go in through the front or the back? From the front you hit 4, then 1. Yeah, I'm sure we didn't get all the bosses whenever we did it. Like, I don't know if we did the Dark Iron Ambassador. I don't think we did. So that could be reason too why we didn't get as much XP per hour there. Minimum level is 19. You can get into Nomergan as a level 19. Holy shit. You used Wowhead for the map and went from the front. Oh, okay. The only cure is more green glow. I do need to do essential artifacts and then that high potency fallout now. I don't know if I want to go back. I guess we could. Alright, I'm gonna hit up the Robo Mechanical Guts turn in. Can't use the offhand. This is just right after the deep run tram though, so we'll get that turned in, get whatever amount of XP we can get from that. We'll come back to Ironforge, and then I think we're gonna fly out to South Shore. I believe South Shore has a pretty good spot we can go farm turtles. And we can get the Soothing Turtle Bisque, since we're a cooker, or a cook. I want to say cooking, the next rank of cooking, we actually got to get to Ashenvale for. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go get the next rank up of cooking. Damn, that's a lot of running. We got to get all the way out to Ashenvale, get the next rank of cooking, then come back to South Shore. There's probably the next 30 minutes we're going to be running. But at least we'll have leveled up cooking. I'm just going to do it because I need to go up there. And it's so far out of the way, I'd never go that way. So I'll just make it a point to go do that. I want to go try my new gear out though. I guess I could be fixing my macros while I'm running. Which side's it going to be? I wish there was something like on the signs over here that would tell you it's going to be this side or that side. What do you think it's going to be? Left or right? I'm going to go with left. I think it's going to be left. Get from the auction house times money's friend. Get from times money's friend. Oh, okay. You're saying get... Oh, the cookbook. Right. I could get that from the auction house, huh? Can I? Can you train cooking? Ah, damn. The back. Always the back. Really, you could get the cooking book from the auction house.
Outstanding.
I thought you had to talk to a trainer. Okay, well I'll hit up the auction house when we get there then. His name is Vital. Or Vital. With the asterisk, that means it's a... Is it hard or a soft eye? Vital. You sure you can... I did first aid. That's where I got my first aid. Was and the heavy silk bandages. I got that from the auction house. But cooking, I thought you had to actually talk to the trainer. I looked it up on Wowhead. It said Ashenvale. You saw you saw me go get it on YouTube? Right on. Skinning. Herbalism I also have to get. Herbalism. Classic Wowhead. Herbalism past 150. Running shoes activate. Past 150. Let's see what Wowhead says. Herbalism guide. I think herbalism is also a specific place. Alliance Herbalism Trainer, Temple of the Moon, Ironforge, Loch Madan, Red Ridge, Ashenvale. I think I also got to go to Ashenvale for that one. Here's the turn-in we came over for. The Mage Trainer, or in the Mage Quarter it says.
Hi, you're a tall one.
The Expert Cookbook is for 1 gold from the vendor. Okay. I thought that said shitty mitts. Shilly mitts. Alright, we'll get Shoney's disarming tool. Alright, I'm gonna go hit up the auction house then. Because if it is a cookbook you can just buy from the vendor, then it's probably on the auction house. Then the only thing I gotta worry about is where the 150 up herbalism trainer is. They said there's one in the Mage Quarter, but I don't know if it gives 150 and up. Tanisa. That's a night elf chick. What you got, night elf chick? Sounds, herbalism. Ah, yeah, 50, 125, and 200. Alright, so we'll hit her up in the mage quarter as well. Run, run. This is actually nice that our gear worked out this way. I care very much about my moggers. And this ain't a bad looking mog. It's all like silvery, irony, gray. The colors don't clash too much. We don't have like a pukey green mixing with the red looking like a Christmas pally. That's the way my warrior looks. He's got like the pukey green on and now he has the red tabard looking like a Christmas warrior. It's like, oh no. You missed the Trankswag guy? Yeah, I don't know. I was about to say I think they should have the transmog guy, but I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I think part of leveling up is like earning the right to look good. As you get higher level, you get more gear that matches. And also, if you spend money, you get gear that matches, it seems. Because most of the time you're seeing stuff that drops. Ooh, hot lion chops. Expert cookbook, you're right, here it is. Yeah, but as you're leveling up, if you can afford to buy gear, it's all gear that somebody else has got that they're too high level for. That's where greens come from. Greens are 5 levels below wherever you're questing or whatever dungeon you're running. So it's not even gear that you can use 9 times out of 10 that you see dropping. Every once in a while you get a blue, and it's really a waste to throw those blues on whenever you do, because those are usually 5 or 10 levels below you. So it's much better to just auction that stuff off, and then if you're leveling up and you got the gold to buy that stuff off the auction, like, your shit should match because you're paying for that gear. That's also how you can pick out a twink. You can pick out a character that looks like he's all matching. Of course, look at level 19 twinks and you can see that that's not a good way to look at it, because them twinks look crazy, like crazy stupid mismatching. Alright, so we did that. We're gonna head over to the mage quarter. Look at that sword and shield.
That's still recharging.
Okay, we might. Whoops. This shield reminds me of The Legend of Zelda. Like a Link to the Past, like the little skull things. That looks like one of the things he would run up and grab and he'd like pull. Or even,
What brings
actually
you here?
she's the one that trains me. Yes! Thank God. Okay.
Farewell.
We're done running around. Sweet. But yeah, those little, they're like little skulls. They're kind of like the pots where you could pick them up and you could throw them and break them. Reminds me of The Legend of Zelda. Alright, I think, yeah, we saved ourselves a shitload of running. 1 gold is definitely worth saving that much running. I'm gonna hit up the Dwarven District, head back to the Deep Run Tram, and from there, I believe, get on our turtle grind. The Missing Diplomat wants us to go to Theramore. I was trying to do that one yesterday. It's such a long quest that you're running from the left to the right and the north and the south for. Questie's also telling us we can probably start heading to STV as well. I don't think I will go to STV though. Thandel Span, Fury Runs Deep. We can turn in Fury Runs Deep and Thandel Span. That's a lot of running. I do need to turn those in while I still can though. Where are we at? Old Town. We need to head to the Dwarven District. That's a level 40 there. Just checking out the map to see what's available. Make sure there's not anything I'm missing. This is my first time leveling an Alliance toon, like in the vanilla days or in Classic Land. So I don't quite have a method yet. With Stalwart, I was able to just follow in the footsteps of Elude whenever I leveled Elude. This is much the same path that I traveled with Elude. But I'm getting up to the point now to where I'm catching up to him. He's level 36, the level 36 hunter. And Stalwart's almost there now, so I'm about to have to start freestyling pretty soon. By the time I did start my alcoholism back in Wrath of the Lich King and started leveling all these other... Hey, welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Jockey Docky. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, by the time I leveled in Wrath of the Lich King, some of the vanilla to BC stuff, like that was a lot of the same as it was before the Cataclysm. So it was similar to the vanilla experience, but the client had changed in Wrath of the Lich King, so a lot of abilities and stuff like that were different. And I think even some quests had been added or changed by Wrath of the Lich King as well. Jockey Docky says, sorry, that's me. Oh, okay. Well, it is, but it isn't, right? Wink, wink. Because Path to Affiliate. That's definitely a unique individual soul there. Jockey Docky. I appreciate it, man, though. Thanks a lot for trying to help. It'd be nice to... What is it with Path to Affiliate? Do I get the subscribe button after that? Or do I have to actually be a partner? I think Path to Affiliate's like premium advertisements or something. I don't know. I have to even look up what that means. I'm still so early. Black Arrow TV said, not like this. Not like this. Every time I see not like this, I think of the Matrix. Whenever they're getting unplugged and she's like, not like this. With the affiliate thing, I think you get the sub button. I hope so. That'd be nice. Hell yeah. And then I think even on YouTube I have I think I'm already an affiliate on YouTube. But there's like some sort of an application process to get like a sponsor button, because I think YouTube allows you to get sponsorship. But I have to look into that stuff. I honestly haven't really looked into it. I think if those were the reasons why I was doing it, I probably would have got demoralized a long time ago. Not to say that it wouldn't be nice. It definitely would be very nice to start getting some donations or subscriptions or sponsorships to make it even more worthwhile.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I mean, hell yeah. Alright, what do we need to do? So wetlands. I'll turn in these quests at wetlands. I'll run up to those. Maybe hearth back. I'm trying to think of the most effective use of my hearth. Yeah, I think that actually would be, because if I hearth back to Ironforge from there, I can fly up to South Shore and then begin my grind up and down the river. And that's a really good spot because I can go all the way up killing turtles and all the way back, and whenever I get back from all the way back, I'm already at the town again. So I won't really need the Hearthstone then, and I'll be able to grind. I'm sure I can grind long enough to fill up my bags before I need to come back. I'll have plenty of bag space to grind for an hour. I think that, yeah, I'm worried that these consumables are taking up too much space. We got like the symbol of divinity. We have to have our chicken. We got our chicken out. But I think when we turn these quests in, maybe we won't be as encumbered. See these 2 DPS items. I don't know. There's loads of turtles over west near the Dollar and Bubble. Oh, really? Around the lake. Is that right? That's up over this way, right? Alterac. Up here, right? Can I kill those turtles? I may check that out. I'm worried it's higher level though. I know like in here the ogres are like close to level 50, aren't they? And they're elite. They're the same level, really. I know definitely while I'm running up and down this lake, there are times whenever it's not really practical. There's times whenever other people are doing that soothing turtle bisque quest, and I just started paying them off at a certain point. I would just send all the turtle meat, like I would get stacks, so I'd get like 30-40 turtle meat, and when I'd run into somebody, they'd be killing my turtles, and then I'd be like, hey, are you on the quest? And they'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to do this quest. The drop weight sucks. And I'm like, oh, well, here you go. I trade them the 10 just to get them off my grind.
Be careful.
And they'd be like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, well, didn't really do it for you. Did it for myself. Well, you're welcome.
Off with you.
Hello. Safe travels.
Okay, so there's those. What's this dude
You
doing?
need something?
It's kind of defeat to poke. Oh, I do. I gotta fight him. Rah! Oh, I got my running shoes on. Damn. Alright, well, we're gonna see how that defense works. Yes, yes. Yep, that's right. Okay, okay, no need to get all violent. Oh, we'll talk.
Can I help you?
You said there's 3 of them? Oh, there's 3 quests for the horde out that way? Ah, okay. So it'll probably be dangerous.
Hey there. See you later.
Or are you saying just that up and down that lake is a quest area for the horde? Oh my god, why don't y'all talk to each other in the same
Good day
room?
to you.
I'm running back and forth in the same room?
Have a good one.
That's always annoying. It's like, talk to the guy that's over here in the same room that I can see, that I'm looking at. I need you to go talk to him for me. It's like, why? Why don't you walk across the room or just use your big boy voice and talk to him yourself? Oily black mouse skull. That's a free action potion pool there. I can already see what I need.
I need to get closer.
Is this it? Yes. Light forged ingots. Oh god. What is it? Murlocs? Yep. Gotta kill Murlocs. Alright, let's try out our two-handed axe and our strength leggings. I've been meaning to make that aggro. Oh, look at that axe. Savage. I've been meaning to make that macro though. Let's go with the attack power. So this is normally a 2.7 speed axe. With Seal the Crusader, this turns into a 1.93 attack speed axe. 1.9, that's faster than most one-handed axes or even swords. You just noticed my HP? 1054 is not a lot, is it? Is that super low? Look, all this defense is helping me dodge though. Oh god. Oh god. You know, I may even actually judge some seal light. Thankfully our X's aren't super low. Come to me. How much HP should a tank my level have? How much HP does your warrior have even? Don't you run from me. Oh, these are meant to drown you. The damage from Crusader gets less the more you hit. The damage from Crusader gets less the more you hit? What do you mean? You hit more often, but the Crusader... Oh, deals less damage. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. But I think that's made up for by the attack power a little bit, isn't it? 605 attack power. This is my strength. This is Blessing of Might and Crusader. Of course, like I think I know what you mean as far as like the weapon speed is. This is 70 to 106 damage, a minimum of 70 damage, a maximum of 106 damage. At 2.7 speed, that's 32.6 damage per second. With Crusader, let's see, without Crusader, modified by my strength, I'm doing 158 to 195 damage per second. Now with Crusader, that goes from 133 to 160. So let's look at that again. 158 to 195. I'm doing more damage per swing without Crusader, but with it I'm doing 133 to 160. So this goes from 65.3 damage per second to 75.8 damage per second. So I'm doing more damage per second because it's attacking faster, but swing for swing, the axe hits harder without Crusader. That's probably the right way to think about it, right? Right. Crusader has to do less damage with every swing because it's speeding up the swing of the weapon, so you're not getting like the full attack. It's like, I guess, the difference between a jab and a power punch. Like, if you're jabbing, you're hitting more often and you're hitting faster, which over time could do more damage per second, but you're not going to hit as hard as if you just concentrate all your effort into one single power punch. So it's in effect like not swinging as hard, but swinging faster, which we use to our benefit whenever we're leveling our weapon skills and whenever we're judging Seal of Light. We're getting more heals back so we can keep in combat longer. So over time, the damage per second I think works out to be a little better, in my opinion at least. If you have a faster weapon, it's better to do Crusader, because this is already a fast two-hander with it being a 2.7 speed. I want to say a 2.6 speed is as fast as most one-handers that a shaman or a rogue would like. And this is almost that fast. Now, if I had an even slower weapon, that's when righteousness comes into play. Are there more murlocs? Yes, okay. I'm going to go up to the other murlocs because this mage here is killing everything. You can have this grind, buddy. Light bless you. Light bless you with wisdom. Light bless you, buddy. I'm gonna go get the other murlocs. Ooh, strangle kelp. Oh, and there's other murlocs here. I'm gonna go get that strangle kelp. Oh, there's plenty to share. You could share these. There's a lot of them. Alright, we don't want to drown. Roggle. Okay. Might. Seal of Light. Crusader. So that makes it worth it in my opinion. If you can judge wisdom or you can judge light. Now I can just sit there and chill. At level 32 you have 1766 mana and 1200 HP. Oh, okay. That's not bad then. I'm not too far off from that. Black Arrow TV says, yeah, thinking like that, then I agree. I'm surprised you could follow that. Like, I'm really kind of, I always think I'm a little eccentric in the way I'm thinking about things. But I'm 33. Yes, I am higher level. And I barely have... I still have less hit points than you. Well, one level difference, that's like what, 2 or 3 stamina on your base stats? It's not that big a deal. Question is, I think in order to measure properly my hit points, quote unquote, or my hit points would be to look at my effective hit points, quote unquote. There's add-ons like tank points that'll actually take into account your dodge, block, and parry, and it'll tell you what your effective hit points, quote unquote, are. That might be something worth considering as well. And I may even get tank points just to show. Because if you're dodge, block, and parrying with your mitigation taken into account, you have your HP pool plus how much you're mitigating. I think it's called tank points. I'll look it up after I finish these murlocs here. And then there's like simulations that you could run, like old school WoW had RAR, R-A-W-R, and that was a simulator that you could put all your gear into, and you can make like optimal gearing strategies, like based on either what you were wearing or certain specific drops you wanted to test out. The only thing those things weren't ever good at was testing things like trinkets. Because trinkets had like the special effects and stuff like that. This ain't bad though. This two-handed axe with Seal Light, I can go pull for pull, just leveling this thing, getting them lucky crits every once in a while. I should be tracking my XP here. Yes. Lots of murlocs here. I was worried we didn't have enough. Tank points. I'm gonna look that up right now actually. Get more add-ons. Tank points. Just search tank. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that later. I was hoping it would come right up, but it didn't. You're just curious whether being guerrillier is the best way. It's not in Twitch. Oh, okay, you got it on WoW Ace. Okay, right on. Opening it now. Tank Points 2.0, a benchmark for survivability gear. It was last updated August 31st, 2014. I wonder if it works with this though. Let's view it on CurseForge. CurseForge, last updated August 31st. Files. It works for game version 4.0. Yeah, I don't think this would work. There's another website. It's called what is it called? The website's called Will It Classic, I think it's called. Blue Strider in chat, he was telling us about it. willitclassic.com, yeah. So see if you can find it on this website. willitclassic.com. Whenever Classic came out, a lot of people were curious about whether or not the add-ons, their favorite add-ons, were going to work. So that willitclassic.com was an answer to that, I believe. And I guess it's just checking to see if the new API works with a lot of those add-ons that were already existing or have been updated. Look at how fast he runs. Damn. Get your ass back here, boy. We'll judge light and go Crusader mode activate. Ah, they keep netting me. I know I could freedom myself, but it's overriding my attack power buff and making me spend more mana. Get whacked. Get him, get him. He's so fast. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and heal because he's pulling another one. DJ Murloc pulling another one. I need to be very careful here. Yeah, Stream Elements is spammy. I need to get that back off. These things are supposed to drop our ingots. I don't mind being here because of the Strangle Kelp though. Whoops, wrong seal. Got him. He dropped some emblazoned gloves, or emblazoned gloves. 24, 5 agility, 6 stamina. And I never looted this one. We've got 3 of 5 of the ingots, so we're almost done swimming here. There's another one of the Strangle Kelps right there. Don't you dare net me, you bitch. Online interval. Let's just set it to chat lines. Save. No, we probably want it online interval. We'll say 10 chat lines. 10. And save. Go, 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 go. Almost ran out of breath. Alright. 10. Or every, let's say, 20 minutes. Save. And this one here. Sorry, I'm messing with this these timers here. Trying to make it to where it's not so spammy. This one will say 20. Save. Or online interval. Maybe that'll make it to where it's less spammy. Come at me, Murloc. I didn't get that Strangle Kelp. I'll go back for it. Oh, no you don't. For these guys and like humans as well, like I guess just humanoids that run away in general, I really can't wait for Judgment of Justice. If that's such a thing. Oh, you know what? Seal Justice. Unleashing this seal's energy will judge an enemy, preventing it from fleeing. I could have been using just... I was just thinking. I was like, wait a minute. That's Wrath of the Lich King. Because, like, Wrath of the Lich King, you had a Judgment of Light, a Judgment of Wisdom, and you also had a Judgment of Justice. And I remember knowing the Judgment of Justice prevented him from fleeing. But then I realized, wait, I got a Seal of Justice this whole fucking time. Like, I could have actually, like, right here, I'll just illustrate. For these damn Murlocs, you judge Justice, then you go Crusader, and he's got that Judgment of Justice on him now. Now he ain't going anywhere. Now I think he can still net me though. No, maybe he can't though. So he has to sit there and fight you the whole time. So maybe if these murlocs do it at a certain percentage, maybe it may even be worth judging light initially, just for opening the encounter, and then going to justice as he gets lower. So light, chilling with the light. As we get our judgment back, we judge justice. Then we go seal the Crusader to finish him off. That's how you do it. Yes. Should have did that to begin with. Alright, so we can get our axes up to 260 or 165. And we got 150 currently. I think I'm good on these murlocs though. Swimming is a pain in the ass. It is a lot better now that they don't run, but I'd still rather go work on them turtles actually. I don't like the camera. I don't like the slow movement speed. I need to get out of this. Plus, you know, mail armor. This shit'll rust if I stay in the water too long. Luckily, I got enough strength to keep myself afloat and not just sink like a rock. Get out of this water. Yes. Oh, we're back to these legs. That reminds me I gotta make this macro too.
How are ya?
Got him. Got him. Take the Crate of Light Forge ingots to Stormwind. Alright, one day I will. Not right now, but one day. Now, I was saying we need to run up here and turn those in, then I'll hearth back to Ironforge. And on the run I can jack with my macros. So let's find a good straightaway. We're done with artifacts for now. We're done with Blessed Arm for now. The Lion's Pride Inn and Goldshire. I don't want to do all that running unless it's super worth it. The Missing Diplomat as well. We're heading to South Shore. Fury runs deep. This is the one we're going to turn in right now. The Fury runs deep. Lifting. Get the Intrepid Strongback keys from Captain Hallandor. I think he is up to the left here, isn't he? No. Ah, Noble Brews down that way. Damn, that's a lot of running. Anyways, let's get on our straightaway. There's some Strangle Kelp. We'll grab the Strangle Kelp, get our straightaway, and start working on our macros. All I'm going to do is make it to where my axe switches out for my one-handed shield. But I'm also going to try to make that to where I can switch my axe, one-handed shield, and leggings. But I'm going to need to remember that I have to use that outside of combat in order for it to work properly. Of course, even in combat, I'll still be able to use the macro just to change out my weapons if necessary. I usually do that if shit hits the fan. It's not bad having 11 strength leggings and switching to a shield because that's just that much more block I'm absorbing. So this, that, character info. We'll go, can I just shift click it? Yes. Okay, so equip Chassis of Westfall, and in the bags we'll equip the dual reinforced leggings. I can just shift click those in and it types equip for me, so that's nice. The only thing is we don't want to get the weapons mixed up with the leggings. That's the downside to this macro. So for example, if without any of that stuff, I have the two-hander on right now and the strength leggings on right now. Outside of combat I can switch those and it should put my shield on too, but I didn't change my shield whenever I bought a new one. So let's get rid of the Golden Lion shield. Actually, it's going to type equip for us, so let's get rid of that line and tell it the Hawkeye buckler, the buckler. So here's the Hawkeye buckler. Save that. Okay. So now we're going to get all cattywampus, I bet. Yep, we got cattywampus. No problem. Smiley face. Creepy smile. So, this is what I'm afraid of here. We got our one-hander, we got our shield, and we also have the wrong leggings on with that. Now we can manually switch these now, and now we have the one-hander, the shield, and the correct leggings. If we hit this again, fucking leggings. So maybe this is going to be different than I think it is. Alright, what can we do here? We got the weapons. Varigan's fist. Okay, so this is the problem. We still have the old weapon. This is why we're doing our macros. Thermoplug's left arm. So now we have the correct leggings. These are the defense leggings. The one-hander and the shield. Now that we have the correct names, we should be able to just hit this and switch out for our Thermoplug's left arm and our strength leggings. Push it again, it goes back to our one-handed shield and our reinforced leggings. Very nice. Now we're gonna get all cattywampus again if we're in combat and we switch. For example, let's go kill this crocolisk here. Crocoli! So I'm sitting here tanking. I want to go DPS. So pull out that. Now we have our defense leggings and our Thermoplug's left arm. And then when we go out of combat, if we switch everything, it switches for our strength leggings and our one-handed shield. We push it again, we're back to defense leggings and the two-hander. So we're cattywampus right now because we pushed it in combat and we didn't switch it back before combat ended. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe it's just switching it back before combat ends. But when this happens, I'm gonna have to just switch it out manually and just get the macro set up straight. It sounds a lot more confusing than it is, but it's gonna take some wherewithal to keep in mind that's the case. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and continue down to the Musquash route, because I don't see myself ever coming back to wetlands or ever going that far into wetlands. It could be better to go from Dunmoreau up there, but yeah, nah, it's not. It's just a long run. I don't know if this quest is even worth it though. A noble brew, Zardes Blackclaw wants you to bring a material of Tiloa and a Musquash root from wetlands. Quite a stir amongst the House of Nobles, establishment, there's a flower. He wants the Musquash root found at the base of the falls. So this dude's from Darkshire, so I'd have to go back to Darkshire. It's a Stormwind City quest though, apparently. This is a Rathy. This is Deathswallow Marsh. We may do another Gnomergan today. It was quite easy to tank with us being 33. Most of the mobs in there were green. Hell, if we're lucky, maybe we'll get a better shield. And even speaking of the shield spike, I think I'm only going to spike the blue shields though, because that golden lion shield was very short-lived. So the shield spike cost us about a gold in order to put one of those on for. So that wasn't too bad. It's just the iron. That's the rough part. Our hunter Elude is actually our miner. So when we start leveling him again, maybe we'll get a bunch of iron. At this point, leveling Stalwart up as high as he is, Elude's been resting this whole time. So I was actually playing with the idea of maybe I'll start hopping back and forth between Stalwart and Elude and just like juggling their rested XP. How do I get up there? Can I parkour? Parkour. Maybe I gotta get this way. Is there a way up here? No, that's that's slime. I didn't know what that was. There, I see another node there too. Alright. So let's go DPS mode activate. Ragaga! Strength wep. There's a life root, and then here's our musk root as well. Or musk squash. Life root, I don't know if we're high enough for that yet. We are 155, maybe we are. Yes, it was 150 for life root. This is really nice. Because that means when we see these even over in South Shore, we'll be able to grab them now. Alright, there's the musquash root. The waterfall sound. So loud. Got him. Okay, let's go. Let's GTF out of here. Look at all these knolls. Y'all lucky you're gray, because I would pull that whole camp right there. Oh, looks like there's a mage thinking the same thing. He's got his armor, he's got his stamina, he's got his well fed. This mage is out here on his grind. Why, thank you. This should be okay. Yeah, he's good. I was thinking cutting the corners here, but that's not going to take me where I want to go. Might as well just get on the path, actually. Good old wetlands. Feels good to be done with wetlands now. We're actually properly done with wetlands. Goodbye forever, wetlands. Now we'll only ever come back to this place just to get on the boat. I wonder if it'll work with that. Redeem Ragaga! Now that we're level 33, we don't need wetlands anymore. Ragaga! Roar. You roar with bestial vigor, so fierce. Not anymore. Peace out, beaches. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if them raptors are still a good farm. No, right? I'm too high for the raptors now, I believe. If there are any gray ones, it's not worth it. I'm not even worried about it, actually. I'm gonna continue. Just keep on rolling. There is a vendor here. Yes, thank you. I'm gonna start vendoring my greens as well. I'm gonna stop trying to put those on the auction house. When they do sell, it is kind of worth it, but they don't sell for much more than what they vendor for. And like you were saying earlier, Black Arrow, time is the friend of money. So the time that we save from having to run to the auction house and post them and then get them off the auction house when they don't get posted, I think it'll be worth the silver that we save.
Hurry back!
So yeah. Hopefully getting rid of some of these quest items. Robo-mechanical guts. We're done with that, aren't we? Nomergan, the cures. Yes, okay, so we must have had an extra robo-mechanical guts. We'll get rid of that. Tirtilawa and Musquash root. The goblin says, time is money, friend. Oh, right. Time is money's friend, though, if you think about it. So, they're not wrong. Time is money's friend. As you said that, like, as I read it, I heard it in the goblin voice. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You know what they also say? I got the best deals anywhere. That's my goblin voice. And then the little stoner ones, the little stoner girl goblins are like, welcome, friends. I dig it. I like all those emotes. Have you ever just sat there and clicked on an NPC and kept clicking on it and then clicked on it some more? Do you know what happens when you do that? Yup. Okay, so you know about it. Okay, cool. I thought that was just me. I was just sitting there spam clicking one day. This was like a while back, but when I saw like how they start getting annoyed, I thought that was pretty cool. It's like a little Easter egg or something. You wouldn't know about that. Our XP per hour is awful right now. We're only getting 9,000 XP per hour currently. Oof. I like to track when I'm doing all this running too to see if running is even actually worth it. In most cases, running is never worth it. We'll get the head basher. Little two-handed mace. Not bad. There is some wild steel bloom. This is what Pink Rose needs in order to make the really good armor potions. Yes, we're high enough for it. Fucking right. There is some bruiseweed in there, but there's also a bunch of elites in there. But there's a priest in there. So how, if I could see the bruiseweed, I might go for it. Should be right here somewhere. Nah, brah. I don't think so. I'm just gonna keep going. There's a Thandol Span quest up here. I'll grab that. There's also a quest that, well, no tank points add-on that works. Oh, okay. I think Blizz tries to keep away from the add-ons that do the point systems like that. On the retail version, I really like the pawn add-on, PAWN, because it allows you to assign a point value to each stat that you have. So strength, for example, you could give like a 3. Agility, you could give a 2. Stamina, you can give a 3. And based off of the stats of the items that you get, oh, okay, you already know then. But yeah, that one's pretty good. I like that for just, you know, quickly looking at what stats something's gonna have. Alright, so here we go. We're fighting elites. Let's see if we can do this without actually having to go tank. I'll fort you next time. I'm on auto follow. No worries. That's not what I do it for, buddy. I think this is working. This appears to be working. Oh, more Crusader, please. Come on, keep on keeping on. Oh god! Even with the stun, he's still a sapper exploding. We probably should have been might this whole time. Honestly, I had way more mana than I needed for that pull. I could have been consecrating. He would have went down a lot quicker. Alright, so there's a quest in here. Is it down there? Or maybe it's up there, I don't know. Let's see if maybe with the attack power buff we'll do alright. Yeah, that's who we need. Ebenezer Rustlock or something. Rustlock. Alright, so let's do some consecration. Yes, yes! Don't mind if I do. This is what Gorilla's good for. Consecrate, consecrate, consecrate. You tried soloing this quest, it took too long to kill. Oh, I hear you. This is it right here. The Thandol Span. Honored with Ironforge, not bad. So now we gotta go back to Rag Garmison and show him the portrait we found. Oh, didn't see this dude. Well, actually, he's not even an elite. Oh god, they're starting to show up. No, 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 no! Run, motherfucker, run! I don't think I need to fight those guys, do I? No, right? Yeah, no. They're not elite anyways. I could probably actually kill them. No need though, I can run away. I think you're probably right, it probably is on the opposite side too. Maybe as you loot it, it changes sides. But you could get from either side from the bridge. Okay, you'll have to go AFK for a while. You'll leave you watching to keep my fear. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But I'll see you in a bit, or I'll see you next time.
Hi.
Alright, so we got this one and this one. The cloak is actually a higher. Ooh, it looks good for the Mogs. But it sells more, so we'll get that. How long am I streaming? At least until 7, I think. So probably for like another hour. That's when the wife and kids get up, and I'll probably AFK to hang out with them while they're awake. So I should be around. Now, we don't actually need to run up here, but actually, come to think of it. Okay, maybe be back. Have fun. Alright, man. Take it easy. There's a quest that'll actually send us to South Shore from here, so I'm gonna go grab the South Shore quest. And this will be interesting to stream as well because it's kind of janky trying to get to it actually. We got some run speed, maybe that'll help us make the jump, but there's a very goofy jump you gotta make here. Oh, actually, there's a cache that we need to get here. Cache of explosives destroyed. Maybe we need to work our way in. I don't know if we can take one on at a time though. Yeah, there's quite a few. That's the cache we need to get. You think we could click it in our bubble? Shite. I'm gonna try to work my way in. Problem is these caster types on the outside. I don't want to fall. There isn't a round way back. Supplier, bombardier, bombardier. The problem is they're yellow. I'm gonna try the bubble method. Run in. Bubble click. Yes! It's happening! Run, motherfucker, run! Get off me, level 31. I probably should have grabbed the shield, come to think of it. Let's just... maybe we could get a stun off. Run, 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 run. We got the stunner. The #1 stunner. Come on, Proc. Proc Seal Justice. We just ran in and bubbled. That was epic. Yes. Okay, I think, yeah, that turns in here. This is a group quest. Paladin says, this is a solo quest. That was awesome. I was surprised by that. I didn't think that I'd be able to click while I was in the bubble, actually. That makes me happy. Alright, we'll turn in this one. This is an easy peasy quest. It's bugging me that this quest here is actually going off the screen.
You got my attention.
Dwarven Cloak. Oh, I thought I had already done this.
What?
Now it's telling me to go to Refuge Point. Cool. Let's get our anchor set up properly. Alright, the quest objective frame. Right there. And lock. And you know, actually it's been a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Let's go to profiles. We'll export a profile. Export this profile. Then we'll import a profile. Import this profile. Stop moving. Import now. Accept. Also, copy that. Close. Moving on. I'm gonna open up Discord. And we'll do an updated text file. Where it at? So we need to go to the desktop. I think I have one on the desktop. And then I want to do this quest actually, so let me get in position. Okay, there's Discord opening. This desktop here should have my UI. Elude UI. Control A, Control V. So we just select it all and we pasted over this one. Elude UI dot text. And on Discord we're gonna go into officer chat, I believe, on the Stalwart Vanguard. No, it's Elude IRL. Okay, so this desktop, Elude UI, that was today. Elude UI, this is 9:20 upload. This is the updated one. Oh yeah, pin it. And of the pins, we only need the 921. So give me a second. I'll be there in just a minute. 910, 920. Yes, remove it. Now we have the updated UI just in case. All I did was back up my ElvUI's profile. So now for future reference, we got that saved in case anything happens with our add-on. Alright, so we got a quest here. This is called Foggy McReal. This is the quest that sends you to South Shore. But he's in a funky place. Like, if you were to make this jump just straight from across here, it's likely you wouldn't make the jump and you'd fall all the way down and have to run all the way back around. I'll give this a shot or two. And depending on how frustrated I get, I may just move on. So we need to jump up on this chain, and the way to do that even is how do I get over here? I think I come in from the top here if I'm not mistaken. Last time I did this I had aspect of the cheetah. Okay, so there's a way to get up on this chain. Which is how? Maybe it's the two-handers throwing us off. Oh, we were getting on something just now. How do we get there? Oh, I don't want to fall. Oh. Got stuck for a second. What happened to our macro? Hawkeye buckler? Where's our shield? Did we vendor our shield at some point? No, right? We didn't delete our shield. Where is our shield? Did I vendor it? I think I may have vendored my shield. When did that happen? Oh god. There. So we're finagling a little bit. Damn, where did my shield go? Alright, there's a way you could get out this way a bit. And you get pretty far. I think it's till that chain stops. I'm scared to go any further than this, so I'm just gonna jump. Ugh. That's how you do that.
Great to meet you.
I know, right? It's janky AF. But that's how it works. Alright, moving on. Damn, we sold our shield. I'm thinking now that that neutral goblin back there may be where we sold our shield. And that is unfortunate. Alright, so we got a timer here. It's 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Damn, do I want to run back? It's our shield, so yes, I think we should. I think we sold our shield. Son of a bitch, we sold our shield, didn't we? When I get to South Shore, I'll fly back to Medithal and run out and get that shield again. Son of a bitch. At least I didn't run in towards those dwarves thinking I was going to tank a bunch of them. Oh, Black Arrow says, go back to any vendor, that'll do. Okay. Alright then. So when we get to South Shore, I'll just buy it back from that vendor. I thought it was tied to each individual vendor, but that's actually really good to know then. I'll hit up the vendor in South Shore. I was about to seriously go start. Here. We sold our shield. I can't believe it. We sold our shield. Powering up. If that's not a proper use of that, I don't know what is. It's all sparkly down here. What is this? Oh, look at these dagger spine raiders. These Naga. Queen of Shar's armies right there. People have defeated her now, right? In retail? There are already people that have cleared the last raid. I've heard they're actually done with the game now. So now that they've done all the content in BFA, they can come and play Classic. We got our running shoes on. We'll see if that helps us with this quest timer here. 12 minutes left to get there. Shouldn't be too bad. I think we can make it with plenty of time to spare. We got our bubble and we got our hammer of justice. I may switch to the one-hander. Yeah, because these are going to be higher level mobs. Even though I'm not blocking, I'll put on the defense aura as well. Any of these mobs that aggro, I'll have a good chance of hitting them with the seal of stunning. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. We'll put wisdom on too, just in case we need to do some emergency heals. Now, this one-handed axe we got, it's a 1.9 speed axe, so it'll hit pretty quickly. And I'm hoping that I can just whack him a few times as I'm running and maybe slow him down a bit. Ooh, piece of candy. We're on a timer, but I'm still gonna grab this. Cause Wild Steel Bloom. Alright, up, up, up. We're gonna grab our shield. I gotta remember, I'm trying to keep reminding myself, grab your shield from the vendor. Grab your shield from the vendor. Don't forget to grab your shield from the vendor. How long do items stay up on the vendor like that? Is it like an hour? Is it 2 hours? Is it that game session? I'd be curious to know. I may actually just try to keep that in the back of my mind that I'm thinking about that and try to pay attention next time I hit some vendors. Wow, that path is not as bad as I remember it. There was only one bird that aggroed there. Refuge point. Oh yes, we got the flight path. We can actually just fly from refuge point. Can we cut through this field? 38, he's red. He's yellow, he's red. We'll just stay away from those. I want to say I can parkour up that hill. That might be too steep though. Big ass spider. We'll cut east if we have to, but I think I can make this hill. Get off me! Run, 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 run. Parkour. Parkour. Yes! Fantastic. Excellent. Outstanding.
Excellent. Outstanding.
Outstanding. Yeah, we can just make that flight then. And then the vendor's right there too. We can hit that vendor up there. Cause we made this South Shore trip before. If you remember back in the SFK days when we were running Shadowfang Keep. We ran it once with Stalwart as a DPS and we saw the commander's crest shield drop. But yeah, we got the flight path back then. We had this really cool group that was waiting for us to actually get there too. Oh no, you don't. I'm Blessing of Freedom out of that one. Still got a few seconds before I can actually stun him. Maybe I'll get a lucky stun though with the melees. Save me, guards! Save me, refuge point defender! Yep, stun of justice. That's what you get. Save me! Oh, come on. Save me! Wow, they did not care about that spider, I guess. Oh, look, we got some turn-ins.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we ran SFK. We actually had a warlock that was summoning, a couple warlocks, I think. And
What can I do?
we were making the run out here anyways. And they told us to go ahead and grab the flight pass while we were on our way. And even waited for us to get the South Shore flight pass, so
Safe travels.
Need help?
we got really lucky. Alright, there are quests here, but I'm not going to pick them up and just clutter my log. I'll just fly.
How are you?
Oh, the vendor.
See you around.
This is why I was sitting there repeating to myself.
Hello.
Hawkeye buckler.
See you
Shit.
later.
What am I doing, man? Sitting here trying to vendor trash the good-ish. Can't be vendor trashing the good-ish. There we go. Hawkeye buckler. We got it back.
What can I do?
And now with 7 minutes left, we can fly to South Shore. Fucking right. My plan is working perfectly. Excellent. We do have a mission to kill those mobs. It's a level 31. We could totally manage it. But I think I'd rather quest than South Shore for the time being. It's gonna be a little lower level. A little bit easier to kill some stuff. And we'll get that turtle bisque recipe. Level our cooking up quite a bit. I think we had the opportunity to buy the soothing turtle bisque, but I knew there was a quest coming up, so I didn't buy it. I didn't want to waste my money on it just to have it available for a mission that we were going to actually be doing while we're grinding anyways. But I definitely want to check out what Black Arrow was talking about up over by the Dalaran crater. There's some water over there and turtles. So I may check those out. That'll be a little bit further away from the 3 different horde quests that put them by that river there. And I'm not sure if he was saying that there are 3 horde quests by this river or if there was 3 horde quests by the Dollar and Crater. But I guess we're gonna find out. There are a lot of quests here in Hillsbrad though. I'm gonna hold off until Roselock gets out here and we'll do those together. We'll probably run with Roselock later today. Alright, so that's not the time request though.
For the Alliance.
Time request is in the end. Here we go. And then we'll get the one for the Soothing Turtle Bisque. Ascension, Ascension, all these guilds. Ascension. I wonder if the Ascension folks are from Project Ascension. Really fun game mode running on Project Ascension. Imagine a paladin mixed with an enhancement shaman. A retribution paladin with an enhancement shaman. I definitely, I was given the opportunity to make my dreams come true on Project Ascension. This is the guy we need.
Great to meet you.
What's up, buddy? Yeah.
Safe travels.
That takes care of the time request. And here's the Soothing Turtle Bisque. Don't mind if I do. It requires cooking 175. Holy shit. Maybe we need to go back and kill raptors then. Cooking 175, huh? Dang. We have Goblin Devil Clams. That's not going to get us to 175. But I want to say we can get the tangy clam meat. Yeah. We can get the tangy clam meat from killing the soothing turtles anyways. So let's do that then. Let's do it that way. Here's the trade goods vendor.
Good day to you.
We'll get some hot spices. We need 8. And then we'll cook these off. And then 75. We're gonna be at like what, 158? So like 17? We'll need like 17 tangy clam meat. I think we can manage that actually. And we got our buff food now too. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna sell these bandages. And just hold on to those.
See you around.
And let's clear the bags a little bit more. Oh, poor res sickness mage. Ethereal. His name is Enigmatics. 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 That's a weird. He said, what? I like your name. And guild name. And clothes. And face. And body. No, I'm good. People usually say that when they want something. Cackle. Roselock. Send Roselock all of these herbs. I think he was offering to give us some water though. I'm good on water. I got plenty. Okay, so Cloak, you're a special one, huh? Yeah.
Certainly.
Certainly. Certainly am. Oh, so great. I think we're good here. I was sending mail. He said I know RP.
Farewell.
What a weird interaction. All right, I'm moving on. I'll leave that guy alone.
I supply only the finest goods.
He said, "I don't RP. This is weird." Poor guy. He's such an enigma. He's such enigmatics. Good with that one. Got the boots, got the legs. Think we're okay now. We got to pull out our chicken for luck. And everything else is, I think, gravy at this point. We'll use these consumables. We have a scroll of protection and a rumsy
See you
rum.
around.
I want to say rumsy rum is its own separate buff than the stamina buff. We're going to ding very soon though. Here's the turtle. They're level 30. They're green, which is perfect. Okay, so let's put our boots on. Let's get our food buff. Let's get our rumsy rum light. I think I could get that while I'm eating. And just to make sure, I'm going to wait till my buff activates. Now I'm going to pop it. Now I got to be standing. Okay. So we got stamina 5, stamina 6. And let's get the buffins. We'll go melee mode with might. Yes. And protection. Oh, we're buffed up. We're ready to wreck. Ragaga! Ragaga! Begin the farm! We're tracking XP. We want to get above 23,000 XP per hour. Oh, and we can skin these now. Yes! We got 46 bag slots to fill. Dun 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 dun.
You don't have a chance.
Not anymore. We'll consecrate as we get our mana capped. Oh, this is sexy. I'm loving this already. We're on the second pull and I feel like we've already won the game. Yes. And there is the thick-shelled clam that's going to drop our tangy clam meat. Tangy clam meat. Tangy clam meat? Yes! That'll level our cooking up high enough to where we can actually, get away from me. No, kitty cat. Bad kitty. Alright, buddy, you want it. You got it. Look at that parry. Ooh, such an epic parry. Dun 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 dun. We don't want to fight the starving mountain lions. Actually, maybe we do. Because I did realize at a certain point that I could actually... there's a recipe you can get for lion chops or lion steak or something like that. So even the lions as a part of this farm are worth it. And I believe the spiders are too, to a certain extent. But I think the spiders have more trash on them than... Because the spiders actually drop gooey spider legs and crisp spider meat. Which they aren't all useful, but... We can cook gooey spider legs. I believe there's a recipe available for that. I think there might even be one for crisp spider meat, but it was part of like the Red Ridge goulash or something like that. And it required other items that aren't available in this farm in order to cook off. So those I was just vendor trashing. But you can't skin spiders either, so ideally you avoid the spiders, but whenever I get the lion steak recipe, I think from the vendor or the master recipe guy from Stormwind, I can even cook the lion steaks. And then just obviously like vendoring off all the grays that we get from all the mobs. Yes, yes. Meet your untimely demise by my axe. So to Black Arrow's note earlier about the weapon damage being less with Seal the Crusader on, we noticed just now with that crit that here I think I can even see a breakdown. Our attack here our normal hits are 83, our average hits are 95, our crits are 197. Is that right? I think our crits are a lot worse than they were before. Whereas if I went like Seal of Righteousness, I'd probably get crits higher up in the 200s. But Righteousness is only ideal if you have a very slow two-hander. It's better to capitalize on your strength. So, whereas Righteousness benefits from slow weapon swings to cause more holy damage, Crusader benefits more from fast weapon swings by adding a layer of attack power, in this case 147 melee attack power, and increasing your melee attack speed. So you just kind of lean into your strengths as far as the Paladin's concerned with your weapons and stuff like that. Like even my tank weapon is a 1.9 speed weapon, and it performs better with Seal of the Crusader for maintaining damage, just doing white damage to keep threat, than it does with Seal of Righteousness. The only downside is Seal of Righteousness works a lot better with Righteous Fury. So you really need a slow one-hander in order to benefit from Seal of Righteousness. Otherwise, the only way you're generating threat with Righteous Fury is by consecrating and judging every once in a while with Righteousness. And ideally, like if you have a slow one-hander, your judgments even hit harder with Righteousness. So I tried tanking yesterday. I ran Gnomergan with my Seal of Righteousness, and it wasn't that great for holding aggro, but my Consecration was. I just had to drink after every pull almost in order to keep consecrating. You know, even speaking of which, I may not consecrate anymore and just let myself MP5 for a bit. I'll try out different ways though. I'm gonna hone in this method here. As I'm running, I'll be burning off as much mana as possible, and I see those nodes there. I'm gonna go for those in a sec. Wild Steel Boom and Briarthorn up over that way. But yeah, I'll try just consecrating all my mana away, and then I'll go into a mana conservation mode with my sword and shield, and just keep on pulling. But I do have water. Maybe I'll just start drinking water, because that'll save me backspace too. Now that crit, you saw that was only a 182 crit. That's a lot higher if I don't have Crusader on. I won't have such low number crits. There's definitely a lot of little hidden mechanics, I guess, like things that aren't exactly like straightforward that you'd realize playing a Pally at first glance. That it definitely helps a lot to know if you're just experienced enough to like tinker with and everything. Like trying out different methods is definitely a good way to optimize your Pally, I guess. See, just in that right there, our MP5's already got our mana up quite a bit. Oops. Sometimes I move my control 2, my 2 and 3, and I get a little confused and waste mana popping the wrong seal. I try to keep all this stuff kind of fluid and flexible though. Moving abilities around and trying out different strategies with weapons and seals, and it's interesting testing out this guerrilla method because I really like having enough mana to switch seals often and consecrate and stuff like that. You feel more like a Pally if you're pushing buttons, you know? And that's kind of the point of a Pally. That's why you're rebuffing every 5 minutes and refreshing your seal every you know, what is it, 10 seconds whenever you're judging? Or even every 30 seconds after you put your seal up to begin with. The rotation changes constantly. just depends on each situation. I think that's how you should look at it. Just like situationally, what's the best thing I could do right now? You're not gonna be like, you know, just the same abilities with the same gear your whole leveling experience. It's better to be flexible and adjust as you go. Alright, somebody else is on our grind here. There's a mage. I'm not as concerned with that mage as he probably thinks I am. I'm coming over here for the skin. Hopefully he lets me be. I'll leave him alone if he leaves me alone. He doesn't seem concerned with me. Just moving on, minding my own business. Don't worry about me. Oh, forgot to change my shoes. Yeah, he's just leveling fishing. He's just a fishing mage. This is weird. The turtle's attacking me, but he's not animating. It's miss. 34. Ooh, nice little crit. See, and even if the crits are smaller, if you're swinging faster, you're critting more often. So it works out. It works out. Yes, yes. Consecration. 22k XP per hour. Trying to get that number up if we can. There's a ding. That's level 34. I'm not sure what we get from the trainer at 34. We're gonna keep on putting points into defense. One more point and we'll have the full 10 defense from that. And I still got my running shoes on, don't I? Yep, sure do. We don't have a seal active. Maybe we should put Crusader on. Whap. Whap. Ah, feels good to get turtle meat. I'll keep on my farm even after I get all my turtle meat. Come to me, turtle. Whap, whap, whap. Getting that parry, see? Parrying attacks, that's right. We can parry and dodge still even though we don't have our shield on. So defense is even helping us while we're doing this. Little running boots on up to the next turtle here. Looks like we got the area to ourselves for the most part, which is nice. Come to me, turtle. Get consecrated on. Redoubt proc. If you really want to try hard, whenever you get Redoubt proc, you could actually switch for your sword and shield and just benefit from that effect while it's active. I'm not so concerned with it. We're killing them fast enough to where it's like, you know, we're mitigating by offense. The best defense is an offense, or a good offense rather. Come on, XP per hour. We've been parsing for 2 minutes. I think it refreshed on us. Black Arrow said, did you get your shield back and did you find the area by the lake? I did get the shield. I haven't checked by the lake yet. Yeah, the vendor in Refuge Point had it. There was a trade vendor there. But I got it back. The Hawkeye buckler. I mean, I didn't have anything on it. It was just like a green I got from the auction house, but I still would rather save that, what was it, 75 to 95 silver that I spent on it? I'm considering throwing a shield spike on it though. It's gonna cost a gold. We'll see how this grind does though. If this is a pretty decent grind, if we get a good amount of gold, maybe we'll put an iron shield spike on it. But it'd be ideal for me to throw an iron shield spike on a blue that I've just reached the level for. That's like the best case scenario. We're just consecrating turtles. I'm gonna check out that Dollar End Lake whenever this place isn't doing so well. But currently we have this place to ourselves, so I figured I'd just go up and down the river here. Alright, we're out of mana. We'll just MP5 a bit. I'll go ahead and actually switch to Wisdom. Oh, I don't know if that's worth it. There's a nice shield from a quest in RFK. Oh, is that right? I'm gonna have to look into that then. Classic Wowhead. Let's see. RFK, you say? That's RFD, SM, RFK, Alliance, Crone the Crawl, and Mortality Wanes. Those are the 2 dungeon quests available. From the last boss. The Marbled Buckler. It's item level 36, 5 strength, 5 agility, 5 stamina, 5 spirit. 17 block, and it's a 775 armor offhand. Oh, okay. And it starts with Falfindel Wayward in Darnassus. Requires level 34. Or it's level 34, it requires level 29. Ooh. That's not a bad idea, man. Also, there's a drop from the last boss. Okay. I think we may be running RFK then. Off the last boss, there's a staff. I'll write the Heart of Agamon. Or Agamagon. That's very nice as well. That requires level 31. And just to compare, this is a 776 armor, 17 block shield compared to my 695 armor, 15 block shield. Ah, yes, RFK is the way to go then. What's the lowest level you can get into RFK? 29? Shh. When Pink Rose hops on, we'll probably be doing that actually. Good looking out, man. Thanks for the heads up there. I usually don't know about those until after I've out-leveled its usefulness. And I have that too, that dungeon guide. I just haven't been looking at it. You tanked it last night? It's good too because aren't there like undead pigs? I think there are undead pigs in RFK. I'm thinking RFD though. Paladins are good in the undead zones. The bats are probably annoying. The silencing bats. Yeah, no one dead there. Yeah, I was thinking RFD, I guess. How do you get there? Dustswallow Marsh, huh? Yeah, that sounds like the area I should be probably thinking about next. So I'll save a shield spike until I get one of those. Only get 2 to 3 bats, okay. I'll make sure to pull them away then. That's the way you went? Okay. Yeah, when Pink Rose hops on, we'll probably head out that way next. I wanted to do Nomer again a lot earlier than I did for these reinforced leggings, the defense legs. But I actually didn't make it out there for a long while. I'm dragging my feet. Alright, I'll take this guy down. Did you know about these elite dragons that pat around there? It was weirding me out on my hunter seeing those things. I never remember seeing any elite dragons in this low a level zone. I was wondering if they were like a quest or something. If you get the quest, that's a guaranteed shield drop. Or if the shield drops, choose a different reward. Ah, okay. I think there's awaits. Let me get my buff. My stam buff before I forget. Might as well drink some water as well. We're actually doing so well at this grind that I probably want to even get rid of these water from the bags to save those slots. What do you mean you think there is awaits? The Viking sword. Ooh. Looks like a dagger, like a giant dagger. 10 attack power sword. That's probably a good rogue sword. Oh, you think that there's a waste? Oh, from the quest reward, right. Okay. Back here. What was it? Mortality wanes, is this it? No. Crone of the Crawl, this one. Stone Fist Girdle, yeah, you're right. 6 strength, 5 stamina. Or the marbled buckler. This would be the best one. The marbled buckler would be better than the other one. But you could get both the girdle and the shield if you get the drop. So yeah, it's even better to get the shield as a drop and then the waist as a reward. You're right. But I would not be unhappy to put that shield on for sure, even as the quest reward if the shield didn't drop. Fucking dragon, man, that thing freaks me out. Come to me, turtle, we're coming away from that dragon. Ooh, that's a nice crit there. It's even more freaky that you hear them, like you can hear the wings flapping. He's not gonna cross the river, is he? See, this is one of those soft aggro situations. I think they see you sometimes and they pat towards you. Though I do know he pats that way. He does actually pat across the river. The things freak me out. We tried to kill one of those on the hunter. It was me and there was this other hunter nearby. And I wanted to kill it. Cause it's a high level rare. But he's only like, I think he is 44. He's exactly 10 levels above me. And that's why he's skull and crossbones. If I was one level higher, I'd be able to see his level though. See, I really like this river because by the time I made my way up it, the ones behind me have already started respawning. They've long been since respawned since I've been jacking around. So be just like a little bit of a lull on my way back as I'm working my way to town. But usually I'll do one circuit up and down the river just for some quick gold. Yeah, we're making quick work of them. I would even say maybe we're even doing a little better than the hunter. It's definitely more interesting than the hunter. With the hunter, I would just serpent sting and sit my pet in and just auto shot him down. I had arcane shot as I started getting high on mana, but pretty much just auto shot the whole way. I feel like I'm able to do a little bit more with the paladin. I can start peppering in consecrations and really taking them down a lot faster. We're gonna have a little bit of a lull, so we'll get to MP5 this consecration back. Black Arrow says AFK again. Alright, man. I'll be here. We're getting leather too. That was the one downside of being out here on Elude, was I don't have skinning on him, so I wasn't able to benefit from skinning the turtles. Feels even better having Stalwart, because he's the skinner now. It's kind of weird. I feel like I did that backwards. Like, I should have went skinning with... Well, I guess I couldn't have, because Elude's an engineer. So I picked up mining and engineering with him. So I wouldn't have been able to get skinning anyways. Now we got turtles respawn. Yeah. The XP per hour isn't great. I wonder if I could just refresh it maybe. Time to level 5 hours. Yeah, that's not ideal. But we're doing this more for the gold where we're at here. We could probably get multiples. Oh god! No! Don't get him in my consecration. I think he was trying to wipe me. Ah, no you don't, bro. Come on, turtles. Yes. Get Raga God. I thought that mage was gonna get me. I think we're even regenning health with the blessed or seal of, or judgment of light rather. So if we just go judgment of light and then crusader, we're getting our MP5 and our health back. Come here, turtle. There's that dragon again. There's actually two of them, so I don't know if I'm seeing the one or the other one. We're just about out of our armor buff from the scroll. I forgot to put my boots on. We don't want to stay too low on our hit points, because there are horde about. They may come out and eat my lunch if I'm not careful. Yes, crits. Ooh. The dodges and the parries. What's nice about parries as well is when I parry, I can get a parry haste. It's a part of the mechanics of a parry is whenever you or somebody you're attacking parries, the next weapon swing is faster. So it really helps for a tank to have high expertise, because that reduces the chance your attacks are parried, which reduces the chance that they'll parry haste attack you, because they'll do their normal weapon swings, like one swing and then 2 seconds, and then another swing and then 2 seconds. But if they're parrying you, it's one swing, another parry haste swing, and then the other swing 2 seconds later. So you could get really spiky damage if your DPS aren't standing behind the enemy. So your DPS are getting parried, and then also if your own attacks are being parried, you can start getting like parry haste attacks, and you'll see huge spikes in the damage that you take in that case. But on the other side of the coin, whenever you parry, you're also getting parry haste. That's why you see like the arms warriors, like and even in ret spec, deflection is part of the DPS tree. It's because when you're parrying, if you're getting attacked and you're parrying, then you're getting that little bit of a DPS increase in your parry haste attacks. So it's also an added benefit to have defense, because defense ups your dodge, block, and parry. Base defense including talents such as Warrior's Anticipation is 170. Bonus defense from items and enhancements is 0. Total defense is 170. Critical hit immunity for level 60 players against raid bosses can occur at 440 defense and requires a defense skill of 140 from items to achieve and enhancements to achieve. That's a lot more of a detailed tooltip than I ever remember Classic having. I think they did this on purpose. But parry, block, dodge, all that's affected by the more defense you have. And you can see that illustrated whenever I switch just from my DPS gear here to my tank gear. Right now, parry and block is 6.2%, dodge is 5.7%. If I switch to my defense gear, which is just my leggings, Then it goes up to 6.4 and 5.9, almost 6% dodge. So I get 2.2% more defense having the other leggings on. The 5 defense leggings. And a little bit more dodge. You get to a certain point where you hit a threshold of diminishing returns. So all that means is each point of defense is more effective the less you have, but once you start getting up to a certain threshold, you start getting less bang for your buck per I want to say defense maybe works that way, but per dodge, block, and parry definitely does. That's part of the reason why you see my dodge so much lower than my parry and block. Parry and block's being affected by strength. So my strength is giving me point for point more parry and block. Whereas dodge relies on agility. So I would need less agility to get more dodge stats than I would need strength to get more parry and block the higher I get. It's just interesting to see it play out from pull to pull, like how the dodge blocks and parries are working. I actually had to go to my interface options in combat to check being able to see the damage that was being done to me. So these dodge blocks, parries, and misses, and also damage reductions. Whenever you do like a partial block or something like that, or resist, you can see that happening here. They also have combat state and auras and stuff like that, but I think it's probably more useful to have auras enabled if I didn't have an add-on like Tell Me When telling me my Blessing of Might dropped or my Seal of the Crusader's not up. Dodge. Coming up on a node here. I like to beeline it. When I see one of these herb nodes, as soon as I see them, I like to run and get the node first, and then I'll come back and pick up my grind after that, because you see these nodes a lot less often than you see the mobs that you're attacking. So the quicker you can put that node on cooldown, the quicker it'll respawn. So when you're out on your grind, you're trying to make that cash flow. Focus them nodes down, and then take the mobs on. I do need to rebuff my stamina. I'm going to wait until I get lower health and then I'll rebuff stamina. And I'm going to try nuking my mana down too, so I'll drink while I'm rebuffing as well. You see that? You can see when I parry he attacks twice really fast. It's barely noticeable. You would think it's like maybe latency or something with the animations that might be goofing. Because he really should just swing the weapon at the same speed each time. You should be able to like predictably in cadence like see the weapon swing going off. But you'll often see sporadic weapon swings. There's a parry. So he hit once, but I consecrated. You couldn't really see. There's a swing, 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 swing. Because of the parry. You saw that parry there? So you can actually see this stuff in effect whenever you're watching the animations. Doing your spells and casts and stuff may throw it off from looking that way. But that's actually what's happening if you're just watching it by itself. There's a swing, swing, swing. You can almost put a metronome. Swing, swing, parry, swing, swing, swing. So it's swing, 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 parry, swing, or parry, swing, 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 parry, swing, swing, swing. It's like there's a rhythm to it. You'd only notice this in Classic whenever there's not much to do. Whether you're like a 1 and 2 button rotation spamming. I think that's why people pick rogues. At least with energy, you feel like you're doing something more often because you can spam your abilities that hit. And kind of true for warriors, but warriors are similar. It's like there's not much to do in the rotation of a warrior. I was actually thinking everybody's leveling their warriors as tank. I rarely see a warrior DPSing. And I don't know if it's they're not getting invited or if everybody that's gonna make a warrior's already leveled it and they've leveled his tank or what, but I don't see very many warriors. Well, I do see them in the world, but I don't see very many warriors in groups. And maybe that's because I'm a tank and they're a tank and we just don't see, like, actually the 1 or 2 warriors that I have seen tanking, I've been a DPS in that group, so I guess they are out there, but I see a lot less the warriors DPSing. If I do see a warrior in a group, it's a tank. I do see a shitload of mages and a shitload of warlocks though. I rarely see hunters. I see hunters out in the world, just kind of like the warriors, but I don't see them in groups. I don't see many feral druids or boomkins either. Kind of interesting to think about, like, what people are playing and what's out there and what's not. I think part of the reason is every time you see people spamming, they're all like mages for the AoE farms and stuff like that. Here's a life root. I'm going to eat my own dog food and just run straight towards it. I'll loot that and then go back to the attack. Got that life root. Yeah, buddy. These rivers are really good for life root. Life root loves to spawn near rivers, just like Briarthorn loves to spawn near trees. It seems like Wild Steelbloom really likes the hills. Come to think of it, I always see Wild Steelbloom by the hills. What's nice is the more we run this, the more we'll know where the nodes are, so we can kind of beeline it to those areas. We're coming back to the end of this farm. We went up and down the river one time, and we've got 15 bag slots left. We could continue making laps up and down the river, but I want to turn this quest in and probably vendor and repair and sell and stuff. I didn't actually manage to refresh my buff food, which is fine. I don't want to waste any buff food, so I'll just kill these last, I think maybe 2 turtles, or maybe another one up there, and then turn in. We'll get that crest reward, hopefully level our cooking a little bit more. The XP per hour is not great though. 12k XP per hour, not ideal. That's from a 30-minute parse though. Like, if we were out here for a full hour, we'd probably have a better representation. But XP wise, this isn't a great grind. But it makes up for it in the amount of gold that you're getting. or silver, which I'll illustrate when we get to town. I'll cook everything off in vendor and stuff, and you'll see what I'm saying. Maybe there's another grind somewhere where you could get better XP per hour and all that stuff. And hell, maybe it's up over there by that Dalaran lake. But for my current gear and my current level right now, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm actually taking into consideration the gold I'm making and the XP that I'm lacking. I think it's worth it, because the longer you're out here, the less XP per hour you're making, and the more gold you're making. I think the longer you'll be here and the more gold you'll get over time. It's easy to go into a dungeon and not really make a whole lot of money though,
For the Alliance.
but get a lot of XP and maybe even gear from that. So it's all a trade-off. I mean, it's like how do you value your time and where you want to spend it. For me, I don't mind that. I don't mind just going up and down the river killing turtles, getting all these cooking mats and leather mats and herbs. Like, that's worth it to me. Let's see what we vendor for. These are the grays we got.
See you later.
That was 1.5 gold from those grays. And we didn't even really super max our bags out. So that's something else to take into consideration. Roselock will use all these herbs. All these 1 wild steel bloom. 16 light fruit. And 3 briar thorn. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then we could send Pink Rose. I saw Pink Rose leveling his leatherworking yesterday. He maxed it out. Now he's got to level his hunter to level his leatherworking even higher. I may actually just start sending these to Stockade. I don't know what they're auctioning for. But yeah, actually I think I might need to. I'm gonna send these to Stockade because Pink Rose still needs to level his hunter. When he gets his hunter up, we'll start sending him more leather. So Stockade's gonna start selling that stuff. And actually, I should have sent everything. So this heavy hide, this small lustrous pearl, this iridescent pearl, this Viking sword of power. I mean, bristle whisker catfish, I think these are fairly easy to fish up, so I'm not going to send that. What else can we send him? That's it, really. Cool. And we'll cook. Let's turn in the quest. We need soothing turtle spices. We'll get one of those. And I guess we'll just cook off these clams as well while we're right here. Actually, we'll come back. Let's get soothing turtle spices.
See you later.
We'll turn in this quest. That'll go towards our XP per hour as well. Yes, yes, excellent.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Oh yes. That brings us up to 15,000 XP per hour. We're gonna pause it and go cook off this stuff. We'll start it again when we get back out on our grind. It may be worth going to check out the trainer, I don't know. Maybe when we start cooking I'll find out.
Finest good.
So 22, we need 22 hot spices, so 20 and 1, 2. And we'll cook those off, and we need 175 in order to get the soothing turtle bisque. Hopefully we can reach it with what we're cooking here. I think we can. I'm just concerned once it turns yellow, how many it's going to take to cook in order to get the next level up. Usually when it's this close, you got to go back out and farm some more though. It's yellow. Keep leveling, please. Please keep leveling. So far so good, 1 for 1. 170, last 5. Come on, keep going. We got 9 left. Should be plenty. 1 for 1 still so far. Each one we cooked is giving us 1 skill point. 74. Oh yeah, we got this. Yes. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. Outstanding. Alright, so the turtles are giving us Goblin Devil Clams. A stack of Goblin Devil Clams sells for 19 silver. So we could sell this stack here for 19 silver. But not only that, but let's
Have a good one.
train this. This is why I like the turtle farm.
What can I do for you?
Come over here to cooking. Soothing turtle bisque. Turtle meat and spices.
Looking for something specific?
So this is a quest item. Now I've tried this before, and often I go to the auction house and I check out the prices of turtle meat. I think it's like 60 silver per stack, but if you cook it, it's 60 silver per stack to sell a stack of 20 of the soothing turtle bisque. If you go to auction house this stuff, it's 80 silver per stack of 10 to sell it on the auction house. So it's even better to sell on the auction house, this turtle meat, if it's selling. So it's all dependent on whether or not it's actually selling. But yeah, soothing turtle bisques, good to go. It's a great farm. It's a wicked good farm. I'm just gonna go ahead and level my cooking for the time being. But it is worth running out to the auction house and posting these if they're selling, because you get double the money you would if you vendor the cooked turtle meat just from selling the raw 10 stacks meat. So after I get my cooking maxed up to where these aren't useful anymore, I'll start sending all the overflow turtle meat over to Stockade. And you know what might even be a better farm than this? I still have to check. The Shimmering Flats has turtles, and they're about the same level. They're like the next tier up. They're even a level higher. I'm gonna sell those Goblin Devil Clams and just run with the Soothing Turtle Bisque. This is a 8 stamina food. This is part of the reason why you gotta rank up in order to train it. Is it gives you 8 stamina, 8 spirit. So it's even good as a buff food. It's like good for so many different reasons. And when you could check off the box for a win in that many different categories, that's just you can't
You need something?
you can't deny how good that can be
Safe travels.
when it wins in so many different ways that way.
I'm out of range.
But yeah, that's the Soothing Turtle Bisque farm in a nutshell. Just up and down the river there. Sell and repair. Speaking of repair,
What can I do for you?
we're good to go on repair. And yeah, you just profit. Up and down the river and profit. We'll do another lap up and down the river. Tempted to go after that Shadow Priest. I don't want to start a war though. I'm here for a farm. Let me keep farming. Alright, we're gonna unpause the tracker and go back up and down the river. I forgot to change my boots. Whoops. I feel like I was gearing up to do something, but I forgot what it was once I got back to town. Like I was gonna go to town, or I forget. I don't even know what it was. In the back of my mind, I was thinking I was gonna go take care of something, like at the major cities or something. I don't know for the life of me. I don't know. I guess I'll just continue the grind. Ragaga! Maybe put the stuff in the bank? Yeah, I guess if I really wanted to make this a lucrative farm, I'd put the stuff in the bank. And I've still been meaning to also go buy my final 14 slot bag. Still running with the 10 slot bag in the last slot. I prefer a 14 slotter. And then there's also the lions. Those are good. Next time I'm in Stormwind, I'm definitely going to pick up that lion pork chop or lion steak quest. You don't want none of this, priest. Trust me. Let's do it to it. Maybe didn't have to consecrate there. Yeah, wasted maybe a tick or two of it though. Ooh, look at the shaman. Krez the shaman. He's an orc. He's an orc. Parkour. Uh-oh, someone killed a turtle. How dare they? I'll take the skin though. Yoink. Oh, we're still paused, aren't we? No, we unpaused. Okay, cool. Looking for members for RFK. Ooh, maybe I can run an RFK. Tank slash DPS. Tank slash DPS. It's just Darnassus, right? That's where I get that quest. I might go get that quest. Darnassus. We would need to fly. Yeah, we need to fly over and take the boat and stuff. Is that a shareable quest? Crone. We need Lone Brow's journal. Falfin Waywarder. Starts Crone of the Craw. He's an NPC from Feralis. You can find him at Thalanair. He sits on the border of Feralis, south of the main road, exactly 84. Let's go get that. Even if we don't get an invite to this group, since it's out in that direction, out that way. Oh man. Potemkin. Hello. Why did he say ugh? Yes. Was he mad because he thought I was DPS or something? A hunter and a ret, that would be a slow ass clear. Oh, okay. I want to grab that quest from Paralysis. Oh shit! That scared the shit out of me. Let's see if we can get that quest. I'm gonna fly to Minithol, take the boat over, hit up Dustwallow, and then grab the quest, which is about where the dungeon is anyway, so we'll make that run.
Light be with you.
Yeah, our bags are okay.
Light bless you.
Rogue, Warlock, Mage, Warrior. Paladins are not meant to be played as a DPS. This guy's got opinions. Ret equals PvP and leveling. I like this hunter. 4th Hokage. I saw him in the starting area whenever I was first starting my hunter. So this guy's at 8946 in Thalinar. $89.46 in Thalinar. So he should be right here. That's just west of there. Okay. I wonder if that quest is even shareable. Crone of the Craw. Heading up the boat here. This is to Aberdeen. This one's to Theramore. Level 40 priest did this to the 40 hunter last night. Best way is find his cave, stay right. Boss, blah 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 blah. Ignore the force field. So first I gotta get the journal from the bottom of the lift. And then I'll acquire a medallion that'll allow me to kill. Okay. Pro tip. If you're not killing something, you're not being productive. This guy. He's just a plethora of knowledge. I'm just trying to make sure I remember to unpause my XP tracker when we get there. See how good the XP in RFK is. I'll probably even actually just clear it and start a fresh one once we get in. It was funny, I was reading chat yesterday, I saw a guy that said What did he say? He said, he said that he paid someone to level his character, and he said it was something like that. He was like, I don't even play my character. I pay someone else to play him for me. It's like he's raiding right now, getting me all kinds of gear. He's like, I'm winning or something like that. He was just being snarky, making a joke about how, like, people that play the game are people that don't want to play the game, are the ones that are trying to like level quickly and find like all these hacks and exploits to get up higher level faster. It's like, why aren't you playing the game because you enjoy it? You don't have to min-max everything. Take your time, enjoy it, have fun, make some mistakes, waste some time. Careful, Horde, you're right next to their questing zone. I jumped, waited for the elevator, the lift, the great lift, just wait for it. Kill the guards though, already in a group. This Potemkin guy, he's like caffeinated or something. He's typing a mile a minute. I only have 30 minutes before 7, maybe I'll wait. I'm tempted to just wait. I don't know if I want to run with this dude. Cause I know if I go over there, by the time we get the group together and we get in the dungeon, I'm willing to bet we'll probably be in the dungeon for the next 55 minutes. I don't know if this guy's worth running with. I really like 4th Hokage though. I've seen that guy around. I just like his name. He's a dwarf hunter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, dwarf hunter. It's an awesome name. A mage named Lightbreaker. Great. He stole someone's name. He sent me a question mark. I tried to invite somebody but couldn't. The guy sent him a question mark. I'm gonna grab the flight path. I'm looking at the time actually, and I may not be able to do this at the moment. I'm sorry. Thank you for the invite though. Just go ahead and ninja leave there, because I think with that, folks, we're going to wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Classic. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time,
It's been fun.
it's been fun. I'm going to go ahead and get a jump on the morning. Peace.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
You need something? See you later. Greetings. Have a good one.